everyone, it's Abby with the Bead Place and beadplace.net, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a beautiful pair of earrings using SilverSilk Pearlesque Chain and TierraCast Swarovski crystal charms. And then one more thing before we get started, if you enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps our channel out. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and then subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. The materials we're using today are 10 inches of this Purple Passion Pearlesque Chain by SilverSilk. Pearlesque Chain is a double-layered chain. It has an inner ball chain core with a rainbow tinsel knit over it and a 6-needle knitted sleeve over that. The knitted sleeve is made with 34 gauge wire that has been permanently enameled with this beautiful color. The next item we're using is this antique gold plated brass double strand end cap. Now they come in packs of 2, and all of the findings that are from SilverSilkOnline.com are custom made specifically for the chain. The end caps have teeth inside that grasp the ball chain so that you don't need glue or any special tools to crimp them. So these can be found at SilverSilkOnline.com. The next materials that we're using are these 2 hammered cushion drops with the Swarovski 4470 10mm stones in them, and these come from beadplace.net. So they're in the oxidized brass color that matches with the antique gold color from SilverSilk. We're also going to be using some French hook earring findings and 2 18-gauge 8mm ID jump rings, also in antique brass. The tools we're using today are a flush cutter to cut our chain. We have 2 chain nose pliers to open and close our jump rings and then to open the earring finding. And then we just are going to be using a nylon jaw pliers to close the SilverSilk findings. We also need a tape measure. Our first step is to cut a 5-inch length of our pearlesque chain. So I'm going to use my tape measure to measure out exactly 5 inches. Then I'm going to use my flush cutter, and I'm going to cut the chain right at the 5-inch mark. The flush cutter easily cuts through the chain. The next thing that I'm going to do is kind of make sure that none of these little knit stitches are going to be hanging on if they're loose and not connected to anything. So I usually just like to kind of pick at it a little bit with my fingertips, and then I just press the end of it down. Next, we'll tie the SilverSilk piece into a knot, just like this. Then we'll continue around with the tail end that's a little bit longer and pass it again through the circle. So you can see that we are creating almost what looks like a square knot. Next, I'm going to be taking this SilverSilk end cap, and I'm going to use it to crimp the ends of my pearlesque chain and finish them off. So what I like to do, just so I've got enough wiggle room, is I pull the chain out. I kind of pinch both ends so that the wires that are sticking out are concealed inside. And then what I'm going to do is decide if I want the front of my earring to have that beautiful SilverSilk emblem, or if I want it to be more plain. So just decide which side of the knot you want to be front and which side you want to be the back. And then we're going to insert the ends of the pearlesque chain all the way into the crimp. Make sure that you're even inside. And then what we're going to do is use our nylon jaw pliers to crimp the ends. So what I like to do is just give it an even crimp just to get it started from the top down. And then once I'm sure everything is even, I go in from the bottom corners and crimp it down all the way so that these side seams here get crimped completely shut. So as I'm doing this, I'm making sure that my pearlesque chain, my SilverSilk pearlesque chain, is not sticking out of the spaces at all. And it's just as easy as closing it on there. And so there are actually teeth or little grippers on the inside of this finding that hold it in place, so it's not going anywhere now. So our next step is to give it a little bit of a twist so that our knot stays flat when we wear it. The next thing that we're going to do is attach this beautiful cushion crystal to our knotted link using our 8mm inner diameter jump ring. So anytime you're opening and closing a jump ring, you want to make sure that you're opening and closing your jump ring like this and never like this. When you open and close it like this, you're sure to get it back in its original position, whereas if you open it like this, it's going to be really difficult for you to close it back into a circle. So let's get back to the project. I'm going to be taking my 2 chain nose pliers to open my jump ring. I'm holding the jump ring so that the break of the jump ring is at 12 o'clock. I'm bringing 1 pliers in from the side, like maybe the 3 o'clock position. I'm going to bring my other pliers in, almost covering up one whole side of that jump ring. So this pliers is up and down. And I'm going to rotate my wrist to open the jump ring. Now we're going to open this jump ring really wide so that we can hook it over these 2 ropes, or these 2 SilverSilk pieces. So we're going to hook it through the link. We are going to hook our charm into it. So it should look like this so far. And then what we're going to do is close it using those same techniques. Now sometimes I need to bring my pliers in side to side here rather than one up and one sideways, but hold it however it's convenient for you, and then just go in and close it. Now anytime I close a jump ring, I always wiggle it and make sure that I'm all the way closed, and especially for projects where you've got like a knitted chain or you're using fabric or anything like that, it's always really important to make sure that your jump ring is closed very flush, because we don't want the jump ring to have a break in it that could snag the chain or the fabric. Next, we'll be adding our beautiful earring to its earring finding. So I'm using a French wire earring finding here, and I'm going to use my chain nose pliers to open the loop. So you're going to open it sideways just like you would a jump ring. So brace it either with your fingers or another pliers and just twist it open to the side, just wide enough that we can put our top loop from the SilverSilk finding into it. So string that in, and then we'll go in and close it. Then repeat these steps with your remaining materials to create a pair of earrings. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps our channel out. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments below, or if you just want to say hi, I do my best to respond to all of the comments. If you really enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe to our channel because we put out new content all the time. And if you want to support our channel even more, you can check out the Patreon link down below. We have a private Facebook group for our Patreon supporters, and we do quarterly giveaways as well as sneak peeks for upcoming projects. Again, thank you so much for watching this video.